Right. Okay, we are finally in. We tried an introduction there with absolutely... the mic wasn't working. No mic. Nightmare.
That's what happens when Taco's not here.
It is. He's even give us a little tech sheet and what to do and all that. But yeah, as I was just saying, Carl.
These boys are off already.
Yeah, it's a bit of a terrible break. Not sure who won the lag, but a miss there from Dan. Is this what we're going to be dealing with tonight?
Well, this is the first quarter-final in the winners bracket of the King of the Hill. We've got Carl, the Kangaroo Sanders. He's been the story of the tournament, Jacob. An incredible 15-14 winner. Was it Matt Davis? Is that who played in the last round?
Mark Davis.
Mark Davis. Yeah. Welsh international. Here he is. So known for his famous jump-ups after he hits his shot. Now, on pure quality, but we said this in the last round.
We did.
You would probably fancy Dan. Dan, very consistent, very solid player, mentally very strong. He put out the cucumber after all, our reigning King of the Hill. So Dan is the bookie's favourite, but Carl is the story of this tournament. And if he starts well, it could be another incredible upset.
Pots. He keeps doing it. He's going to keep doing it.
He's a superb potter, and quite a character is Carl the Kangaroo Sanders. This would produce our first semi-finalist in this year's King of the Hill tournament. Who's it going to be? Kangaroo or the Cucumber Slayer in Dan Richards? I have to put my money on Dan. It's just going to be a little bit too strong tonight. Carl, I'm not sure Carl can repeat his heroics of the last round. I think Dan's just going to be a little bit too smart. And consistent.
I said this. I said, is it that we've seen Dan play consistently, know what he can do, and we've seen that. The only time we've really seen Carl is he played me in one of the Flyers, which, I mean, that was just
you give him a good beating.
Yeah, I did. But we've only ever seen him play in the King of the Hill. Like, I've never really seen him play Paul.
It's a different match as well, 1st to 15.
Maybe it's just class.
The way Carl held it together, in the final frames. Because Mark came back at him, and he had a big lead, Carl, and he came back at him, but he still held it together. It was 11-all, I think, and I thought, well, it's gone now, but yeah, he held it together. He was so solid. So I mean, it's almost like he doesn't seem to care too much. I mean, clearly he wants to win. Yeah. He's got a very laid-back attitude as a Kangaroo.
He certainly does.
I think that can kind of put players off, especially when they probably would expect to beat him. And if Carl nicks a few of these early frames, it could be a similar story.
Which he certainly can. He certainly can take frames. We've seen it. We have seen it. So, I'm going to say all this out loud to familiarise myself with it all now, but we have obviously got the different camera angles that hopefully, without the magical technician in, that it will all just stay working.
He's made me an A4 sheet.
Yeah, Taco's tech sheet. Leaving himself a long one. Is that going to run too far? Not quite.
Into the devil's bag.
Long one. Bangs it. Where's the black guy? It's travelling. It's okay.
I think he can still cut this into the devil's bag again.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he's got an angle to get that yellow out as well.
Could develop. It's a very thin one.
But if he gets this is a big chance.
Oh,
a little bit off with the pot there.
Did develop, but he's opened up those reds as well. Big chance now for Dan.
Yeah, these are the sort of chances that Dan will take, and maybe the Carl, Kangaroo effect, run out when it at Dan. It's not going to go any further than Dan. Is Dan going to fall apart? Because I think Mark did. Heard good things about him. Dan's so composed, isn't he?
Dan is the Cucumber Slayer.
Consistent.
And if you're going to beat the Cucumber in the King of the Hill long distance format, you must have serious composure, because the Cucumber is known for his composure, but Dan ground it out in that match, won that one. So both these players went to hell in their last 16 games. So they can both hold their nerve, but that's gone a little wrong.
It's a mistake.
And the black will cover that red into the top right, so he's playing a double or a bit of dirt here. Wow, that's ugly.
It's knowing when to pick these shots, isn't it? I mean, he's timed that well. I mean, why go for it when you can play something like that? He's just run out of position in there, knocked the black safe, and Shows the right shot, I feel.
Just shows you, even early on, you know, Dan is going to fight for every single frame.
Super nasty snooker.
I feel the Kangaroo needs to start well, like he did in his last 16 match. What's he trying here? Going in behind the red?
No angle out. He's trying it.
Lots of side.
Get round the yellow, but round the red, but not easy.
I mean, was there a little bit? I know you're not allowed to deliberately foul. It wasn't a deliberate foul, but did he play that in a way?
I know what you're saying.
Where he put the black safe.
Too difficult to pull there. Not easy here. I still don't think that this is a gimme. Knock this red towards the middle pocket. This is bridged between the two balls. Are nice shot. So we left himself an angle now just to flick the black off for this shot, leaving himself probably the long one next. That red is below the center of the, leaving the black there. He trusts himself to pot it. Gonna take the long one on now.
Surprised he didn't try and nudge the black a little bit. I mean, is it an easier pot when the black is tight on the cushion than it's, say, a millimeter off the cushion? I sometimes find it easier to. Oh, he's come a bit far.
He's running. Top side of it, so he's got to come around the table now. Natural angle for 3 cushions and get on the black, I think.
Evening, David. David Hammond in the chat. Say hello if you're in the chat.
There, David. Just sharing it out now to other.
There's pressure on this. If he misses, we'll leave that one in the center bag. He's going to catch the knuckle. It's not dropped.
He's missed.
An early chance for the Kangaroo.
This is what was happening last time with Matt.
Black over the bag. 2 yellows out in the open. Going to try and hold or come off the bottom cushion. Off the bottom cushion. Is it going to bounce? It looks good to me.
It looks good. This is.
It looks perfect.
Look at it.
Kangaroo rolls it through.
It's in.
It's a long one. It's right on the cushion.
It's missable. That's on the knuckle.
I would miss this all day.
I tell you what.
That's on the knuckle. It's on the cushion. It's got to be thin, very thin. The white's going to go flying as well. Kangaroo's up! Kangaroo style!
Okay! And he's in. He takes the lead early.
Did you see him jump up? Did you see him jump up after that black? That was Kangaroo style.
Guys, we are in for another treat.
That's what he's known for.
Wow, guys, we're gonna have to do it, and we're gonna have to get the old predictions in because it's that time. And just like nobody thought in the match against Mark that Carl would come out and take the first frame.
He worked hard for it. He's took the first frame and he's in here again.
Hello, Blaze. This is just the same story that we've seen with Mark, and I don't know.
Blazo's in all the way from America. I think Blaze was here last time when he watched Carl Sanders, the Kangaroo, in the previous round. Very distinctive style. Jumped up, hops up off his shots, and he's took this first frame against Dan Richards. But Dan he's elected reds here. Has he found what? Yeah, Blaze is rooting for the Kangaroo. I think secretly we might be as well. I'm a big Dan Richards fan though. Such a composed player, but Carl is. I mean,
is the plant? He's covered the bag.
Is it fair to say? I mean, I keep saying it and he keeps proving me wrong. Out of the 8 players left, would Carl be the weakest player? In the King of the Hill?
I don't think we can call that anymore. He's taken out Mark. He's 1-0 up against Dan. He's in the quarterfinals. He's in the winner's bracket. It's just, I don't know.
I think there's just something about Carl, a bit of magic about him. There's always a fairy tale story, and he is the fairy tale in this tournament. The Kangaroo got a legion of fans. They all want his t-shirt.
He wants his t-shirt, actually.
Yeah. That's the first thing he said, where's my t-shirt?
Where's my t-shirt, bruv?
It's coming, Carl.
He's on for a clearance pull.
He has. He can just get behind this red on the cushion off this if he comes up high enough.
Perfect. He's perfect. Oh, yeah, because he pots this one in the middle, pots that one in the middle, and the black goes into the right center. He can leave the one on the cushion down here for the last ball.
Okay, so just nudge into the left center pocket.
He's playing it as well. He reads the game, I'm telling you. Guy, he's the underdog that could come and win this tournament.
Screw
guys.
this back across. Looks good.
Just look at
It looks good. He just needs to push this through. As you said, you called all
Look at the
3
black.
shots.
Look at the black.
Black goes in the right center.
Goes, guys. What? Get your votes in the poll.
Sir,
We
it's,
got 4
it's
votes.
early. It's early days. Calm down.
I can't calm down because he did this last time.
Calm down. Got it.
Ah, the
He's
black
got
goes.
it. The
and he-
black. Lovely angle there.
See, look at that. Straight down the line, guys. Bang!
2-0. 2-0 to the Kangaroo in a flash.
Bang! No.
He's going to do it again.
No sweat. No sweat. So we've just put a big order in today for a lot of the play clothing new products that we've got. We've got the t-shirts, the F12 t-shirts. There's a new one that you've got for yourself, I hear. A nice white t-shirt.
I think it's got the new devil's face on it, which apparently is a face of me. I don't think it looks like me.
Well, it looks...
We haven't seen him yet, but he's in the devil's bag. He will pop out at some point.
A little resemblance somewhere, I'm sure. Gets the ball there.
2 reds. 2 reds have dropped.
Okay.
But a tricky red to start. If he elects yellows, might be the choice.
And I'm not so sure that the black, if he does go reds, goes anywhere directly. Maybe...
Really saying you can't tie this Kangaroo down. It's still early days. I mean, I can't believe he's going to do it again.
It would be incredible to have Carl Sanders in the semi-final of this King of the Hill.
I'll tell you why I can't, because I think that Mark in the last game, Kangaroo got to him. Kangaroo style got to him. But Dan Richards is such a composed player that I don't think he's going to let anything get to him. I think he's going to just keep playing his game. I think it's going to be tough to beat. There's Tackle, the Tackmeister in the chat. We asked AI to turn your AI modeling pictures into a devil, and that is what we got. Well, we might see him here into the devil's bag. There it is. There it is. AI creation. And that's what's going to be on my t-shirt. Clothing.co.uk for all your clothing needs.
All of them. Shorts, t-shirts, hoodies.
New hoodies, I heard.
All that. Go and
hoodies.
cop it. That's what they say, innit, these days? Cop that, bruv. Like that.
I wouldn't know. I'm a little bit beyond the modern trends these days.
The old slangy.
You'd have to ask Teco.
So we got 8 votes, guys. Get your votes in the chat. Is Kanga gonna do it again?
What are you doing here,
Is he
Jake?
gonna get the back
Off the red,
first?
cover the bag.
Didn't have 2 shots today. And Dan straight up off his seat there, straight to the table.
Well, you always want to get that first frame. Even in a big race to 15, you really settle once you get one on the board.
Yeah.
And he's probably a little surprised that the Kangaroos come out, took these first couple of frames
Big start.
pretty quickly as well, so he wants to get himself settled. And Dan was down here about half an hour before. You know, he had a good practice, whereas the Kangaroo just hops in straight into the match.
Gets his gloves on. Way to go.
Now, a Dan Richards on form, this looks a clearance to me. Little nudge.
Hello does pass the black into the middle, so we just roll it in. The red is a little bit of traffic. He's going to have to worry about that. Try to leave himself straight, but then you've got to punch it in off the cushion. Not an easy shot with top spin.
Blaze likes the devil. A handsome devil, would you say, Blaze?
Handsomest.
Oh! Devil was... he was thinking about it.
He did, didn't he? He thought about it.
But Dan just got his prayer in time.
As we said, this shot here now, difficult shot, playing this with pace, trying to avoid the red. Do your screw, or do you try and top it through? He's going to top it through.
Yeah, definitely follow this through.
Popped it lovely.
Yeah,
nice,
good.
yeah, perfect on that. The top side of it, so it can just screw back and leave the straight in the devil pocket.
We've got our triple Thursday Night Flyer champion, Justin the Bishop, supporting the Kangaroo.
He fancies Carl like nothing I've ever seen
But
before.
looks like it's going to be first frame for the Cucumber Slayer.
And rolls
Dan
it
Richards 2-1.
Nice and easy. 2-1. So
Dan off the mark.
getting that frame is super important for Dan. Going 3-0 behind can be a little bit deflating. So he will be happy to be on the board there.
Justin Bishop is out of the King of the Hill, but neither you or I are out yet, Jacob.
Yeah, no,
we're
not.
still
Yeah, we're
officially
still
in the tournament. Justin
yeah.
ain't in it.
Hey, how you doing in the King of the Hill, Justin? Lucky mate.
200 bad boys.
200 squidders up for grabs, 500 smackers on the winners. God, there's cash flying everywhere around here. You're not in there. Nightmare.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. That's why I let Drew use through in the first round.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, guys.
Might have more chance in the losers bracket.
So we've got
Nice break.
the majority vote is for yes to Carl to win.
Wow.
I'm going to end that there. People
What?
believe. People believe.
Well, I think it's the romance of his story. But do believe he's a practice partner of Justin the Bishop, and Justin the Bishop rates him highly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fancy each other a lot and they spend a lot of time around each other. So
I fancy Justin as well. Oh, speaking of which, a mistake from the Kangaroo.
yeah, not left a huge amount here for Dan. Cut into the right centre.
Yeah, nothing simple.
Oh, is it yellows? Is it open table then? Oh, open table. First shot. Okay, my bad. My bad. Got a 3-ball plant there, Paul, on them yellows. Look at it. Look at it.
Looks
Look at
bang
look
on.
at that caterpillar. He's going to go into them. Don't touch it. Don't disturb the plant. No. Okay.
Well, that's gone wrong for him. What's he got here? Has he got anything? Maybe a 3-ball development plant in the top right.
I think I had one of your arms that day, boys. You've been doing well in the first of falls, Justin.
First to 4, he's okay. Get him to 15. Uh-oh.
Nightmare. Yeah, tough.
Nightmare!
Hasn't got the ain't got the stamina, son. You ain't got the minerals, son.
What a plant by the Kangaroo!
Wow. Guys, thought he was going in off. I was going to get the old devil out if he did, but what a lovely plant that was, guys. Look at that. Bang.
He just pulls stuff out of nowhere.
He does.
This Kanga Carl,
Look
what
at
a
it.
plant.
No messing. Just gets down, doesn't he?
The longer he stays ahead, the more excited I'm going to get. Still, I can't believe he's going to do it again. I just can't believe. Even though he went 2-0 up here, I just think Dan is too solid.
See there, but taking that long one up the top. Quite. Not quite.
Element of safety, I think he was playing that with. It was a tough pot. He has left
Well, Dan can take that on into the right centre. Left centre, surely.
left
Move the black out of the way.
left centre, even top left.
That one.
Will nudge into the black here. Oh, he's gone into top left and missed. And there is a shot here into the bottom right for the Kangaroo man. Just push this down, leave the one on the cushion. He has bounced up a little bit. The Devil's Bag option. He's got the one down the cushion. He's got one into the right centre. You could maybe play that finish cut into the right centre and come down for the one on the cushion. Lots of options. Is he going to go Devil's Bag? No, he is playing this one down the cushion now. It's a thin one. Very missable. And it has missed. But he knew he was going to cover that bag, and maybe that was his intention all along. And I do think we underestimate the pull intelligence at times of Carl Sanders. Kangaroo's known for their pull brain. But Dan can get rid of it straight away, and he has done. 2-1. What a good pot required here. And if he does get it, you'd have to fancy him for the frame. This is the sort of shot under pressure that Dan excels at. Can he do it tonight? He can. It's beautiful.
Lovely pot.
And that's what I mean. This is what Dan is going to bring to the table. Cool, hard, composed stuff. Super pot.
Yeah, landed lovely on it as well. Just black goes into the bottom right.
Screw this back a touch.
It's a long bridge. Hey.
Yeah, he's fine. Be a very rare miss for Dan to miss this black, to level it up at 2 apiece. And he has done. The cool man, Dan, the man, makes it 2 apiece. Game on. Frame 5 has that little flurry from the Kangaroo at the start. They peaked a little bit too soon. It is a marathon, these races to 15. Nice to see that Carl is sobered up.
Yeah, you seen him earlier, did you, David? You mentioned that? Somebody said to me that they'd seen Carl earlier.
Well, so, you know, there was a snooker player back in my day called Big Bill Vernovic. And he actually had a medical condition. This is true. Google Big Bill, like a weird surname, Big Bill Vernovic. Yeah. W something. He had a medical condition where he had to drink alcohol.
Okay.
He had about 16 pints, no joke.
Oh, he's close to being off. Yeah.
Every single match he played. And he clearly was a better player. He got the shakes when he wasn't drinking, so he had a lot of alcohol, and it was actually a medical condition, almost like medically prescribed. Don't think Carl's quite at that level yet.
No.
Some players can settle down. Dutch courage.
Yeah, it does help the nerves. Maybe settle down a little bit. What's Dan's going to go for yellows here. There's going to be one tied up on the left cushion.
Lizzo is predicting a great match. Do you think it is going to be a great match, or is Dan just going to run away with it now?
Yeah, no, I think it is. He's at the drop.
And it hasn't.
Hasn't dropped.
Carl, the Kangaroo's last match, I didn't expect much from it. It turned out to be the match of the tournament so far. I think the crowd is... Oh, he's off by a good bit. That was a tough, very tough plant. Now, does he try and develop the 3 that are clustered together? Got an angle off the Devil's Bag pot.
Yeah, I think he should go for that now. Harder that he plays this shot, the chance he has to miss. He will be playing this at pace, and are we going to see the Devil launch himself out the pocket and stop the ball going in? No, we're not. That flew in with pace.
He's got one out.
Incredible.
He's got one out, but they're awkward reds still. A lot of work for the Kangaroo here to do.
Got an angle now. You can take the top one first, okay.
He has got the one over the bag to think about using it as a development pot.
Oh, he's left a double.
Double option.
Double could be on.
Does he take it? Miss it? Frame could be over.
I think that red passes the yellow in the top corner. It does.
This is a massive double. He misses it. Could be frame over. And Dan would go into the lead.
Lose his lead as well.
Longer Carl can keep this close. More might just get to Dan.
Got up onto that.
Doesn't want to be snooker behind it. He's a bit unlucky.
Half okay. He's got into the middle.
Just starting to get tricky now though in terms of positional play. If to dig into this, this is a hard pot the way he's digging in. At pace.
Knuckle. Yellows aren't gimmies. He may come back to the table yet.
I think that was part of his reasoning for not playing the double. It's kind of like an insurance ball as well at the moment. Covering the yellow. There is a potential just to leave the white on the underside of it to put it into the left center. He's gone for the double, trying to get out of the way immediately. Interesting.
If I was Carl, I might even just take this double on now into the bottom right. Through the white back. Leave yourself the one into the top left with an angle to get across for your last ball. Options.
He's got to deal with it sometime. This is it. Yeah. He's heard you, Jacob.
He fancies it. Doors are actually closed out there, so... The yellow. So, big chance now for Dan to take the lead for the first time in this match. The one into the top left. This is a tough pot. He's thinking with an element of safety. He misses. He covered the bag. 2 top bags covered.
Let's go direct in. Has to play the plant. Gets it and rolls down nicely for the one on the cushion. He's got an angle to come back up. Unless the Devil decides to get involved, which he doesn't.
He doesn't. He's got a little bit of angle there. Straight enough to screw the white and keep the white on the left-hand side of the table. Wants to avoid snookering himself behind the red on the left side of the table. There is a chance, but...
Depends how brave I think he wants to be.
Anywhere sort of near the middle pocket he's looking now. He doesn't want to screw himself too far up. I'm in the devil pocket again, and I see it. No.
Yeah, has he gone? Has he gone a bit too far? Oh, he's perfect.
Red that we were talking about. He's got the gap.
He's all right.
But because he's come up so far, he's left himself a little bit straighter than he'd want to. So he's got to push this in with a bit of pace now. Get the white ball back down the table. It's by no means easy.
Oh!
There we go.
Didn't even get the knuckle. Didn't even hit the knuckle there. He missed that by a good bit. As you say, he was trying to force it. Wouldn't have been on the black. Massive overcut. Or undercut. Undercut.
Safe. This could be a chance now for Carl to take the lead. At least take huge control of this frame. Bang! He's
Kangaroo! Kangaroo style. Oh hang on.
Oh my god, what?
Hang on.
Cover the black pocket, or the closest pocket to them, but that was just... I don't know what happened there, Paul.
Just a bit of Kangaroo style. Worked out okay for him, unless Dan can fashion something up here. And he hasn't got, I think, what he was intending to tie that red up.
Missed it. Just smashed it.
So if the Kangaroo can roll this in, he at least wants to cover the bag. Might play it with a little bit of pace.
He knows he's not
to
enough.
Bounce off.
It's a nice pot. Big control now.
Potential snooker on the black.
Hard to get the white ball down. I know he is.
He has done. Brave.
Look at that.
And impressive.
Ah.
Kangaroo with a chance. Go 3-2 up. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this is going to be a thin cut. Not
Now,
an easy one.
I would be tempted to play the double just with an element of easy safety. If you played a thin cut, could potentially leave that white near a potable position.
But, oh, he gets
But when you can pot like the Kangaroo, you don't think about safety. Kangaroo 3-2 up. He's doing it again.
He's doing it again. He always does it. This is what he does.
What a cut that was. Delicious stuff from the Kangaroo.
He's accurate with it, isn't he?
Just when I thought, and this happened in the last match, just when I thought it's going to turn away from him.
Yeah, what a cut. Certainly was, Blaze.
I was super defensive there. I thought, no, I would try a double here and at least leave the white on that bottom cushion. Carl was not even thinking about that. Cut this in. I know I can cut this all day.
There's no fear, is there, with him? Just no fear.
So keeping an arm's length head.
Gets a side on the white ball quite often on his break, doesn't he?
Uglyish break. Red's all clustered together, yellow's all clustered together, and then a couple of little outliers at the top of the table, one of each. Can't think of any easy dish or reverse dish, I should say, opportunity here.
Going off the yellow to try and pot the red. He's going straight for the red. That's a lovely pot. Oh, and actually reds are looking delicious here, Paul.
Reds have opened up.
Yeah. You can maneuver around them three near the black, then I think definitely a chance here. Leave. Oh, he's caught that one. I don't think he wanted to hit that. Got to cut into the middle.
I hate these shots. These kind of cuts into the middle. Always catch the knuckle. Might be tempted by the devil's bag option, but he is taking this cut into the right centre. Tough shot this. And he catches the knuckle.
Hello. Red's gone okay.
So it's tense. It's tense stuff out there. Dan's playing okay. Don't think he's quite at his best. This is potentially the Kangaroo effect. If the Kangaroo went all the way in this tournament, that would probably be one of the greatest sporting stories of all time.
Man, he keeps potting, Paul. He's gonna keep finding his way closer and closer, isn't he? It's not too happy with that shot there, mate.
Still got a pot on. He was hoping to leave the one into the top right bag. But a wild smash and a cut goes in, splits the yellows open, but two have blocked each other. He has still got a pot on. David Hammond says that Dan needs to get his shorts on.
Too stiff in the jeans.
Well, we've got shorts at playclothing.co.uk.
Is that just because you want to see Dan in a pair of shorts, or is that because you think that he plays better in a pair of shorts?
We have got nice shorts at playclothing.co.uk.
Only the best.
And it has been known, scientifically proven, to enhance your pole abilities.
How does that work?
Well, it's to do with the polyfiber organic cotton material. Don't panic, it's organic. It just helps you see the angles better, keeps you cool and composed.
Blind. Still help?
Well, I tried actually by closing my left eye, which makes me blind.
It worked.
And it worked. I beat Justin Bishop 6-1.
Wow, 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 guys, get your shorts in.
What a
Oh,
double!
he got a double! Oh my god, he keeps pulling them out, Paul. Doesn't matter where you leave this bloke.
What a double by the Kango.
Doesn't matter where you leave this bloke. You pop.
He needs another excellent pot. Is he cutting this into the devil's
he's going
bag?
down into
Surely
the
not.
devil.
Surely not. Going for devil's bag.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I think we've got to do it. I think we've got to do it.
The devil has appeared, however.
Cover the bag.
He's covered that bag.
So in control of this frame. Could be 4-2.
Well, he's in control, but you're never in control when your opponent's at the table.
Kangaroo has no fear. Yeah, fully agree. Just doesn't.
Very laid-back player, and that certainly is one of his strengths. Unorthodox in technique, unorthodox in mentality. Nothing seems to affect him. Incredible bravery. Almost the opposite, really, in many ways, of the very composed, hard, very technical pool player that is Dan the Man Richards. For a little interesting shot there. Safety in mind. Potential doubles, potential cut into the left center bag. Carl can cut them. He has gone for the cut. It's a 2-1! A 2-1. He's got an angle to get around the black to leave it into the bottom right bag. Chance to go back to 2 frames ahead. Can he get round? He can. Is he going to snooker himself behind the red? I can't tell from this angle, but I'm not completely convinced. He can see the pot on angle, and from the way he stood up and thrown his hand in the air, that tells me he's come just a touch too far. And maybe just catch the right hand side, but maybe not enough to pot it unless he can put a bit of Kangaroo swaz on that white. Maybe he's too close to the red. He's not looking at that option. He's looking off the top cushion. Don't know what cushion he's pointing at now. He's pointing at every cushion. Maybe off the side, right side cushion, into the black, big pocket into the devil's bag.
Oh!
He tried it. A remarkable attempt by the Kangaroo. So unlucky, but that is pulled just millimetre too far. And Dan the Man just tries to cover the bag with an element of safety. That is what he's all about. A hard, hard player. Great shot, intelligent shot. And the Kangaroo, who was favourite for the frame not too long ago, is in a lot of trouble now. If he gives 2 shots away, you'd have to say that will be frame over. Awkward bridge and tough hit, putting a bit of side off the bottom cushion. Could split the reds up. He has done. Dan back in control on this frame. If he can keep his composure, which he is a master at doing.
He showed us against Ali, didn't he?
You just missed that, Jigga, when you were out. Big chance for Carl to take the frame. He ran a millimetre too far, getting on the black and snookered himself on an easy shot on the black.
I saw the off the cushion with the black.
And we saw this before in the final frame against the Cucumber. He played about 20 snookers in a row. He's doing the same to the Kangaroo.
Oh my god! Oh my Christ! Guys, let's have a look at that again. That was close, wasn't it?
Well, you know, I'm
total snooker again.
He's going to do another one.
While he's figuring out how to get himself out of this snooker, guys, let's have a little look at this.
Far away.
Oh my god!
Wasn't
so
far
close.
away.
So close.
But this is a nightmare to get out of this one.
Certainly is a toughie.
If you can get out of this one and pot it, Kangaroo, I'm going to buy your t-shirt.
Maybe looking at 4 cushions off this top right cushion and black. No, he's just not quite.
Hang on.
Sometimes when a snooker gets so difficult, you just get sort of lost and you just hit the ball and hope for it to go somewhere near.
I would just hit and hope that. I'm surprised he's taking this one, Jacob.
Yeah, do you still think he's going to go for the clearance from here, or do you think you're going to see another snooker? Oh, he's got a nice angle. Oh, yeah, he's played that well. May leave the plant. I don't know. You could leave the plant here, really.
I mean, the black being in the middle of that cushion also, he's got to make sure he's as close to it as possible. I think he has got direct shot here. No, he's just got down there and stood up again, so maybe he's going to have to play a plant.
I mean, the plant makes sense. You can just stun the white, and the white ball comes down the centre of the table. You should leave yourself a shot, or just top it through. But
there is distance between the two.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is getting into that top. I don't think he can. He might be able to clip the black. Loads of bottom right. Guys, don't forget to like the stream and give us a follow. Subscribe if you don't. There it was.
Going up and down.
White, but
how's your weight?
Pace isn't going to send him all the way up.
Enough.
There. Tough cut.
It's a black ball fight. Now, I think if the Kangaroo was here, he'd try and cut this. Now, Dan, what does Dan do? Does he play the safety? And it's a tough safety from here. Go for a double! Oh, it stays got in!
Oh! Oh!
The weight!
Wow, in the devil bag as well.
He pointed at it. He's trying to intimidate the devil there, Dan. Laughing at him.
Christ.
It rattled the jaw.
Oh, that is some
just
double.
The weight of the cue ball. Oh, what a double by Mr. Richards. A bit of Kangaroo style from him. Dan the man.
Okay, we know these boys are quick. Just about managing to get at least... Oh my god, straight and off. Wow. Carl could quite quickly turn the tides here and take himself ahead again. Big break off that. Remove that top red. Or even on the top right. Or you remove the top yellow. I think either colour are be nice here. Maybe reds, maybe yellows. Slightly easier. I suppose that is. Guys, you're gonna have to bear with us a moment. We are just slowly chomping away on a bit of pizza.
I don't think I've ever seen you slowly chomp away on anything, Jacob, apart from that Friday night that time, but let's not talk about that.
No.
So he's taking yellows.
These are on, Paul.
They all look potable to me. I do think he will need the famous reverse dish. Because if he clears a few more yellows, he makes pretty easy clearance for these reds. I was just looking at the wrist cuff of the Kangaroo there. Kind of hangs down quite a bit off his wrist, and I think it's quite close to that ball there. Played that well though. Keep an eye out for that in the future. He's got to be careful. It's quite a big wrist collar, and it hangs off that wrist a few centimeters. If he's bridging, he's going to have to be careful. It looks nice. Decent pot and positional play with the white required. Size to leave the mid-length shot. Screw back a touch. Nice straight cueing, but he didn't get it that time. Oh! Almost in the top right bag. And perhaps that's when the Kangaroo style sometimes can let him down. An incredible potter, Carl. But a tiny little twitch there, perhaps, at a key moment. He needed that clearance to go back ahead in this match. It is not to be this time. Dan the man is back in, but he's missed that double. Where is he leaving the white? I don't think he can see the yellow. Can we see? I don't think he can see that yellow. Fairly simple-ish hit off the right side cushion, but he wants to pot this. So he's coming off the left. This is very tricky. Nope, he's going to go in between them straight into the bag. Carl, the Kangaroo, stays at the table. Disappointed. Ball's not just quite running his way at the moment. And Dan in again with 2 shots. High the yellow up slightly here as well. They'll push on, taking control of this frame. Has not led in this match yet. Well, that is his insurance ball. Not that Dan ever needs an insurance ball, but done a little look at it. Nice shot into the Devil's bag. But he may have to take his insurance ball here. It's a long one. He's not going to entertain that at all. Takes on the double. Catches the knuckle. There's a very thin cross double here for the Kangaroo man.
Won't turn it down, mind.
Have to watch a double kiss as well.
Oh my god, it was close.
Misses a double kiss. Wants to cover that red if possible as much as he can.
He's left Dan on
But
it.
he's left it right now, and Dan will have to take that now.
Get it out of the way early.
Going to get a better opportunity than this. However, positionally,
Oh, he's half okay there. Don't even know what that means, but
could have been a lot better than that.
he's got to cut into the middle and actually can just hit the bottom, send the white up and down. Can go wrong, and he could leave Carl on. Lovely pot.
Lovely pot. Houses white.
Far.
On the bottom bag, he has got a thin one. Into the left centre. It's going to be hard to control the cue ball. He's taking the lower of the two reds. Then again with the element. He's so good at that, Dan. Plays that a lot.
Look at that.
Plays those doubles with elements of safety, and I think that is the way to break down the Kangaroo. We've seen Dan already only at 3-3, but he's played about 8 snookers already. Often his shots enough, but look at this. Oh, little tap on the yellow. I thought for a second he was going to catch it plumb. Knock it down the cushion. He hasn't given away 2 shots, but unfortunately, the way the reds are sitting, this looks pretty simple for Dan. However, he probably would have liked to have come down another few centimeters. White going away from the black, so does he leave the mid-length? Or off the bottom cushion. He's come off the bottom cushion, trying to go above the black. Is he going to get him in between? He has gone in between, so it's a double. It's a very gettable double, but could have been a lot easier than this. Or is he going to cut it? Cuts it into the bag. Great shot by Mr. Richards, Dan the man, to go 4-3 ahead and leads for the first time in this match. Can the Kangaroo stay with him? Because Dan is playing a very intelligent game at the moment. Lots of shots to nothing.
Safety frames.
Tying the Kangaroo up. And if there's one thing a Kangaroo doesn't like, it's being tied up. Doesn't allow him to jump around.
Okay, gets a ball there. Excuse me. I can't remember if Carl had a dish in the match against Mark. I think he may have one. Can't see him dishing from there. Maybe we should get another poll in the chat, guys. So who's feeling this one? I mean, we thought it wouldn't in his last match. So yellow's looking fairly awkward, but I don't know if he can see to pop this one now. If he does, if it goes, then yes, could be frame over. If he can see the one into the left center, and could start mopping up like this quite quickly, and we know that he can. So run into the black now. You leave yourself easy on the devil bag. Oh my god, he doesn't want to cover that. Well, he left himself easy on the devil bag, but didn't anticipate where the black was going. And that is no good. So he does see an angle. Oh, actually. Dan can leave himself anywhere on the right-hand side of the table. There's a chance here. That's what he'll try. That's not the left. That's not the right-hand side of the table. Still a chance, because this pocket's so big. With that red being there, he can come off the cushion.
What do you mean this pocket's big?
And pot this. This is very pottable. Very, very pottable. Look! Ah! Not quite.
Good effort by Dan the man. Kangaroo. Hell of a lot of work to do here. This is sort of situation where I feel that Dan is very strong. I Kangaroo up if it was in the reverse position. Can the Kangaroo think of a way where he can win this frame?
He's going to snooker him, look. Is this the turning point of how the Kangaroo will play?
Shot because the black is covering the up and down off the table. Needs 2 shots to win this frame. Can it slide in around behind the black? Feel any sort of touch on the yellow, probably knock it in. Looking good, it's looking good, it's looking very good. Oh,
no.
Does get it. The long black. Take this top right, top left, left center.
Top left.
Top left for Dan the man. 5-3 ahead. Oh, he's so good at those shots. Dan the man is starting to take control of this match. As I expected, we've not seen the Kangaroo. In fact, in the whole King of the Hill tournament, we have not seen the Kangaroo behind by 2 frames. We've seen him behind by 1 frame. He was never behind in his first round against Shane Lewis. He was only behind once against Mark Davis. This is the first time we have seen the Kangaroo 2 frames behind. And we've no idea how he's going to respond. We're just telling him, Jake, we've actually never seen the Kangaroo 2 frames behind in this whole tournament.
No, we haven't. No, he walked through his... Oh, who did he have his...
He played Shane in the first round. He was ahead the whole match.
Yeah.
And then he was only behind by 1 frame at one point in the previous match. So this is 2 frames behind. So I've never seen the Kangaroo like this.
Well, he played safe and then lost the frame. So it's... Oh, right off the table. And
speaking of a Kangaroo, the little hop, skip and a jump by the white ball there. Little dance off the table.
Speaking of kangaroos,
this Kangaroo style by the white.
Just following suit, really, isn't he?
Really feel that Carl needs this frame, wants to keep it tight. And Richards is not a player that you want to go too far behind.
Don't forget the poll in the chat, guys. Is this going to go to Hill? If you've been following the streams and you've seen Carl's last match, you've seen what he can do. Is this match going to Hill? We've got 100% currently voted in no. So, might not be a bad shout.
Might change after that shot.
Justin might vote a yes in there somewhere.
Little position for the red, but he could maybe knock that bottom yellow out now, and he has done.
He has. He's unlucky there. He's totally snookered. He's, yeah, I mean, that is very unlucky. Let's have a little look. We missed it, but I mean, he's potted that, and then the red's travelled up. He's snookered on that one. Black snooker in the one above the rack. All totally snookered. That's a nightmare.
He wanted, especially with that red.
Nightmare.
Covering the yellow. Needs a hit here.
Certainly does. He'd love a pot. He will bang it.
Gone near the black. Gets the hit, but where's the white going? He's okay. Okay, so Dan, I think if he goes 6-3 ahead, I fear for the Kangaroo.
Level 2 high for him. Eventually find it.
Seen the Kangaroo 2 frames behind.
It feels tense, doesn't it? That's no good. That's going to glue to that. That's glued. He can't. He's not nothing. The side glued it to it. He can do anything about that.
I feel this is an important frame in the whole content. Is this a push shot?
Is he on it? He might be able to see the yellow at the bottom. He can, but not enough. He just tied up another one. Look at that shot. All of that side, and as soon as he caught it, glued it to it. What do they call that, Paul?
Kangaroo.
Nightmare.
Kangaroo glue. Play on words, but
Kang of glue.
It's quite hard to say. Kangaroo glue.
Kanga glue.
Kangaroo glue shot. Nightmare.
For the fans.
Double.
It's
got it.
It's in. One down. 4 to go. Come on, guys. We're rooting for Carl. We want a match here. We want a Hill. You want it as much as I do.
We have to be impartial.
Uh-oh. For the thrills, you know. I don't want anyone to win.
Is it not thrilling watching Dan at his flowing best just annihilate the Kangaroo?
Yeah, but he could play it as flowing best, be dishing, and Carl returning with dishes. Go very close, you know. I just want to see top quality pull and close. Oh, he's gone for it.
Well, the only shot Kangaroo has here is to play that red.
And I tell you what, these are shots that Carl struggles with most. Delicate little shots like this. He will hate this.
Looks like he does hate it, Jason. Looks despondent on having to play this shot.
Yeah, he will not like this shot.
Look at one. He wants to keep.
I
Oh,
told
look
ya.
at that. It's
I told you.
twitch.
He's played it well. He's played
Not
it well.
bad at all.
It's a tough shot.
See enough of the one down the cushion, top right. A little
I
look
don't
at
think
that.
he's on it at all, Paul.
This is a tough one as well. You might have to play his cushion first.
Maybe he can. Maybe he can. He's coming cushion. Yeah, like you said, cushion first, just above the middle bag.
Hit it straight. Oh! Was he trying the development there? Was he trying to get rid of that red? Would have been an incredibly clever shot if that was what he meant.
But it has opened up this frame massively, and whoever misses next, I feel, is going to lose the frame. So
First chance for the Kangaroo, and I really feel he needs this frame.
certainly does. Let's get that accuracy back, Carl. And
Uh-oh!
It's not. And it's not. Is this the turning point?
So the Kangaroo was 3-2 up. He's lost the last 3 frames to go 5-3 down. He's in big danger now of going 6-3 down. And is this fairy tale run coming to an end? The
Nice
back
shot.
double is good.
Nice shot.
And
He's on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's okay. He's on this one over the bottom right corner. I take it now. Self up behind the black. Round the back off the cushion and leave the 2 into the devil pocket. As you can see, one passes the other. Should be fairly routine for Dan. Lovely shot there, and leave himself on the bottom. He can just roll this one through, leave himself the yellow into the right center, and then roll the black into the bottom right. So
he's so good and so composed in these situations, Dan. I mean, the shots you'd expect him to get, but he does always get them. But saying that,
just come a little bit too much there.
that's a bit in between. I don't know if he was trying to leave that into the bottom right bag there.
I think I'd still take it into the middle.
But this is now trickier.
Should be able to get the white back up.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he's done
played it
it
well.
Lovely
No
shot.
problem.
Yeah, great
No
recovery.
problem for Dan the man. And he's going to
Great
go
recovery.
6-3 ahead in this quarterfinal King of the Hill match. It's all going Dan the man's way. Has the Kangaroo got any leap left in him?
Wow, wow, wow. Feel like this is a little bit too much now for the old Kanga. Yeah.
He's had his
I don't
moment.
know.
He's had his moments in this King of the Hill.
Oh, absolutely made a name for
He's
himself
seen this
here.
story. Are we counting them out too early?
Well, I mean, it's not over till it's
Yay!
over until I start singing, you know. Yeah.
Well, he started well. He was 2-0 up, and then he was 3-2 up. But that's 4 in a row now for Dan.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to start getting into Carl's head for sure.
I do, and just the way Dan plays it, he plays such hard, grindy pull. I mean, when he gets a chance, he takes his chances, so he puts you under pressure there. But also, he plays so many shot to nothings where doubles, but if he doesn't get his double, you're snookered. Such a clever player, great thinker of the game, and executes it always well. And I think someone who's a real free-flowing player, like the Kangaroo, can just grind you down, frustrate you after a while.
Yeah, he's not going to give you too many chances, is Dan.
Makes life hard for you all the time. That has been the story of the match so far. There's a nice little leap from the Kangaroo. He has got one into the middle bag here, but the yellows looking pretty ugly. Going to need a bit of magic. Get a clearance from here.
Well, actually, that yellow back doubles, if them yellows plant, which I don't think they do, yeah, he played that okay. He might be able to make that plant. If he can make that plant, that doubles, that yellow actually goes. So he may be able to screw this yellow off the cushion now and leave himself the plant. Ooh.
Has he got enough distance? I mean, he's left a double. Has he got enough distance for the plant between the two yellows to? Because he's got to create a little bit of an angle there.
I think he's on it now. I think he should take it now. I think he should take it now. Oh, he's trying to screw into them. This will be a shot. Yeah, I thought the double kiss, but he's got the. Oh, he's got it on the red.
Put his hand up
Wrong
as
button
if,
there,
as
but,
if he didn't mean it.
Little bit of fortune there for Carl. Happens.
He's going to need another double though.
Happens.
He's going to.
Would you like a?
I'm alright for a while. I'm quite satisfied after the mozzarella and mushroom pizza.
Paul is satiated.
It is indeed, yeah.
Oop, didn't mean to show that. Let's get that back off.
The longest he's took over any shot. Kangaroo. decides to play a containing shot. He's put his yellow a bit safe though, and maybe as safe as he could have left it, but it was a decent enough attempt for Dan into the right centre bag. Just rings around the pocket, gets the shot, and this would be a painful one, I think, for Carl. If he can just get this little delicate one in. Has done.
Yep.
One more good mid-range pot. Dan will be very heavily favoured to take the frame. Barely misses these kind of shots, these mid-rangers. Sinks it in, no problem. Dan the man, and I fear for the Kangaroo. He was in the last round. Oh! Hang on!
You what, mate? You what, mate?
Well, that is unexpected. I mean, he's got a good safe white.
What was that?
Did not expect
What was that?
Dan Richards to miss that. Actually, what happened there?
Just don't even know.
Didn't get across it at all.
Still nothing easy for Carly,
Well,
is there?
he's got a very safe white, but I mean, if I'd have been Carl, I'd been sitting in my seat, probably a bit depressed. He's got a sniff,
Let's
a
have a
little
look.
sniff. And that's all it was, because that was a very tough pot. That's even more frustrating, I think, because he probably
Again.
he probably wasn't expecting to have a chance. And then he did get a little bit of a chance. And where's Dan gone here?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
What? It's got also gone Pete Tong for Dan.
well, both players just struggling a bit in this frame.
And just played. Hot at it, but
Right, can he get a safe white? How do you get the white safe here? For Bayless,
he's
let's
doing
know
one
the goal
cushion.
Brian.
too easy.
Needs a
It's
hit,
not.
needs a hit, hasn't
That's a
got
foul.
it. I even think that's going to be more painful for the Kangaroo. I think
Yeah.
a few shots ago he thought the frame was over. He got a half, not even a half chance, a quarter chance. And then he saw Dan run into a bit of trouble, but he got snookered. But he almost got little glimmers of hope, which are now being snatched away from him.
Yeah, I think Dan's playing this this match almost to perfection. He must have seen the way that Carl played against Mark, and you know Dan's buying his time with certain shots.
Just want to go in behind the
He's on
yellow.
it. Yeah, he's okay. He's on it. More than enough of that.
I think Dan's the sort of guy that would have been on YouTube, rewinding Carl's match,
No
looking
doubt.
for weaknesses, looking
He's a
for
kid.
strengths.
This is what I'm saying. He's I think
Student of the game.
he's a Keno. Nickname.
He's hungry, and 7-3 head now. This gap, Jacob is getting beyond worrying now.
Yeah.
I mean, I did predict at the start. I did think Dan would be a comfortable winner here.
We had
It's going that way at the moment.
similar thoughts with Mark. And,
We did.
Carl.
We did. I mean, when Carl won the first couple
Mark
of
come back.
frames, definitely thought potential for hope for a really good match, close match, but really felt, as he did against Mark, he needed to keep that lead for as long as possible. And then in the last few frames, it's anyone's game under serious pressure. But Dan, with his lead now, he can relax.
Yeah, I think Dan is just too. Even on Dan's worst day, he's played too much of the game to, especially after beating Alid in the last round. You know, he's going to be feeling confident.
Cucumber Slayer could now become the Kangaroo Slayer.
Yeah, the Cucumber, the Kangaroo. If he wins the King of the Hill, you've got to make some sort of graphic
he needs-
of him
he-
slaying
Yeah,
cucumbers.
he needs to get a T-shirt with a cucumber in the back with a big, big red X across the cucumber, and then a kangaroo and a big red X across the kangaroo.
slowly taking down his arch enemies, kangaroos and cucumbers. Some story that, isn't it?
And he's got a great break here, and if he can get through to this yellow in between the two, which I think he can,
Let's have a look.
it's a real good dish opportunity here. I'll just frustrate the kangaroo even more.
Yeah. 8-3 would be a nightmare coming back to the table too, especially after
Nightmare!
just missing only a couple of balls. You know, it's not been any mistakes as such from
calling dish,
Carl, but
calling the dish.
I mean, the dish is there. He's just got to leave himself
First one of the night is this?
pretty much straight on this yellow. He's okay. Yeah, he's okay, but he needs to land bottom side of this yellow to get himself up for the black now. So he's loading this up the left-hand side. This is missable. Are we going to see the devil? Oh, no, we're not. And he's caught the red. That's looking good. A little bit of an angle, maybe come round, leave himself anywhere on the left-hand side of the table. Either leave the cut into the middle or into the top right corner. So just 2 cushions, 3 cushions. Oh, lovely shot. Played it with pace.
Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful.
Dan, stop it.
Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful shot by Dan the Man Richards. Got Lindsay Davis in there saying, best stream in the world. My goodness, that is high praise indeed.
Hello, Lindsay. How you doing, buddy?
Lindsay knows.
We're giving it a go. That's all we're doing.
Knows her taste.
That's a guy.
It's his taste.
Lindsay, yeah.
Lindsay.
Certainly is.
Knows his taste in streams.
Not. I don't know if this makes sense. He's not a dab hand at pool either. He's pretty good.
Good player. Get him down here. Thursday night flyer. Get yourself down.
Hold
Lindsay.
on. I said he's good. I didn't say struggle. We struggle up here.
We got all sorts. We got all sorts
in the
little, Thursday night.
Little Mordor town in Landod. We actually produced some pretty good talent down here. But yeah, good fun.
Well, interesting one there. The Kangaroo didn't throw himself up. He threw his cue up high into the air after that break. One pretty ugly. Can't see any reverse dish here from Dan, but he is controlling this match at the moment. And 6 frames in a row for Dan Richards.
Yeah, he's running away now.
Saying that, a 5-frame lead. I was 7-2 up in my King of the Hill match. Nearly lost it. That was a first of 10.
Who did you play again?
Man who you can see on the top right. Nick Smith pool tables.
Ah, of course. Yeah. Oh, it went to
Ball maker.
Where did that go to? Lovely pot down the rail there.
Went hill. I was 7-2 up.
You say no dish opportunities, mate, but actually that yellow goes into the bottom right corner in between all them reds. Get on it now. This is a dish opportunity. Is this off the break? Carl's break?
Reverse dish.
Reverse dish.
Reverse dish. I mean, if he dishes this after his dish in the final frame, he is on fire at the minute. This is why I really feared for the Kangaroo. If Dan takes a lead, he's just going to get better and better and more confident as this game goes on. I mean, he's having a little think about the cut too. If he can develop, he's turning it down.
Yeah, I think you play this one now and then leave yourself on that one in the cluster of reds down at the bottom of the table. Then try to get the white ball back out anywhere sort of above where the white ball is now, and you've got an angle to it.
I had a little look down the devil's bag, and he's the devil. Maybe it was in his mind. He's going to take this cut after all.
Fair enough. You cover the bag if you miss, no doubt. Oh, he's covered that yellow though. Covered that yellow. Oh, is he on it though? Actually, it might still go.
And can they see enough of the yellow to pot it in between those 2 reds?
I don't know.
We're going to find out in a second.
I don't know. I think he's got a little bit of angle. He's going to run into it now. Well, Dan, you played it well. Just compose yourself now. One difficult black. Maybe a little bit of angle now to get into it. Look, bottom right. Pop this into the bottom right corner. Oh, he's taking this long. He feels like he can get straight back. Puts up a better angle.
The shot. Angle looks decent to me, Jacob.
Well, I mean, I feel like he's come too far now. Gonna have to go around the table, maybe even off that red. He's playing this with pace.
Red.
Huge amount of pace on this.
Oh, wow.
Bang!
Oh,
bang!
Wow.
Oh my God! Ow! What a shot! I mean,
shot. Unlucky though, the black has gone pretty safe. My left ear has gone. I said safe. There is no safe. He's on fire. Dan the man. Dish, reverse dish. What a double. What a development shot on the black. Unlucky that it went safe, but did it go safe when you can do that kind of double? Unbelievable shot.
This boy will produce, won't he?
Wow, 9-3 ahead. My left ear is deaf, Jacob.
Sorry.
But it's all right.
But look at the swaz that he got on that shot. So the white ball swerves up the table and then kicked in with all that side. Just avoided the red and gets the black off the cushion.
Fantastic. I mean, he's just playing some serious pull. He's getting better. Carl's not really the shot in the last few frames. Carl was 3-2 up. It's now 9-3 to Dan.
Best chance now is for Carl to talk and bore Dan to death. Only chance at winning this match.
He needs to do something. He needs to do something. I mean, what can you say? What can you do?
You can't against that. It's just
what can you do?
Quality, isn't it?
We've spoken about Carl's mentality before. Has he still got the drive within him? Really compete against Dan Richards, 9-3 down. Yep, Blazo, he has kicked on another few gears. If you were away, he's just done a dish followed by a reverse dish. And the dish was impressive, but the reverse dish, some of his shots were absolutely sensational. And a fantastic black. When he developed the black, thought he was unlucky that the black stuck on the bottom cushion. But he doubled it from here.
It's in slow motion, but that's the black he doubled into the top right. We're going to get rid of that now because... Break. Are we going to see another dish?
We're not going to see a dish, so the Kangaroo is going to get a little bit of table time. Can't do anything with it.
He's split that is as well, look.
He's been sitting on a seat.
Nothing near the pockets. Split.
He's been on a seat for a long time. Has he still got belief?
Yeah, that's what you got to be rolling with now, isn't it? Really, you can't go to this into these frames now with any doubt in your mind. You just
come on, Carl. You've got a lot of fans out here. Let's see if you can give us some hope. Electing to take the yellows. It's a pretty thin one into the bottom right here. It needs it badly.
Nice pot, flicks that out, but what's he on next? Maybe they will pass into the right centre. White ball going. He's in the way.
See the difference when Dan's at the table. Just seems to be able to control the cue ball well. Carl can pot himself out of trouble at times, but there's only so many times you can do that. Putting his hand up in the air, he's a bit frustrated. Things not quite going for him.
No.
Has to take us in the top left, I think. And again, possible in off here as well.
Where's the white ball going? He called that all day.
Both seen that. I think he deep down in his heart he knew that as well, but he couldn't stop himself.
Is he giving up?
He couldn't stop himself.
Sign.
It's getting a bit hard to watch. Not over yet. It's a race to 15. We have seen momentum play a big factor in these King of the Hill matches.
Oh, they can.
Just need to stop the rot.
Going a while. He's tough, isn't it?
7 in a row. 7 in a row for Dan. He's 9-3 up.
This is 10-3. Sorry. The way that Dan's been playing. Yeah, he leaves himself perfect on this. Play the bottom one of the two. Roll it forward. Leave that red above it in the right centre. And yeah, guys, this is 10-3.
So looking ahead, I mean, I'm still hoping the Kangaroo can really make a match of this.
Whoops.
But it's looking like Dan Richards is heavy favourite to go into the semi-finals.
Yes.
He could play the likes of Drew Hughes.
Yes.
Nathan Davis.
Yep.
What's the number one called again?
Curtis Lee.
Curtis Lee, what a player he is. I mean, these are all
Ed Lewis or Matt Davis.
These are all professional players. Top players.
Matt Davis, IPA Pro.
So, you know, when I watch people like Justin, surely he can give these guys a game, but got battered.
Did get battered. Dan won't feel that.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing Dave Morgan. Dave Morgan's playing against Curtis Lee, is it? Yeah, the match that will be. I think it'll
rattle.
I hope it'll be a good match, but
White ball. It will. Yeah, I mean, Dave will give him a good match. Of course he will.
I guess my question is, can Dan play with those big boys? Can he beat those guys?
Dan does play with them big boys. Enjoys going, oh, he's in off.
Just as we say that, the devil makes a little appearance. Maybe that's just what the Kangaroo. I mean, we're already talking. We're already talking about.
Brilliant, brilliant. Right, Carl.
We're already talking about Dan, the man, and how he's going to get on in the semi-final match. But this is the best opportunity in a long, long time for Carl to get a frame on the board. So he needs to get this double right, or at least leave it simple. He's got it in. So big chance for Carl to stop the rot.
This is not easy. I still don't like it. He's got a lot of distance between this yellow down into the bottom right now. It's probably the one he should pay, but Devil to Kangaroo rescue. Yeah, indeed. This isn't easy. This is missable. I said it's missable. He's covered the pocket, but he's left Dan down below the black. Opportunity now for a double, maybe into the center. I don't think the yellow may be blocking it. If not, he's got the triple into the bottom right corner. Hold it now, Paul. This is going in the bottom right corner pocket. Yep, he's looking at it himself. He's going for the triple, guys. Bottom right corner is where he's aiming for. Plays it with pace. Doesn't quite get it low enough.
Nope. This is it now for the Kangaroo. Come on, Carl.
Come on, Carl, we got. I'm sure the whole of the MIDI watching us live now. It's time to shine. Let's go. The plant, nice plant.
Should be pretty simple, and the rot is stopped. I mean, this could catch the black, which could make it a little trickier.
Yeah, don't like this now. It's gimme.
Just needs to control the white down left side of the table. It's come down the right side, and it's unfortunately a very difficult pot into the world's trickiest bag.
I think that's what we're looking at.
Oh no.
I think that's what we're looking at.
Again, these are the worst ones when you get that little bit of hope where the rot could be stopped, but
right, then, guys,
needs it.
He knows.
Kangaroo style needed. Oh! The devil! He's done it again! You scoundrel, devil! Get out of there! Get out of there! Dan Richards. Just when I thought the rot was going to be...
Oh, he missed! Oh my God, it dropped!
Oh, again, he's just given Carl a little glimpse of hope and then snatches it away from him. Even that pot, I thought that had missed. I thought he caught too much of the knuckle.
Done it a couple of times now.
Look at how he's frustrated. It's the first time we've seen him throw his hand up in the air, and that's what I mean. He's giving him little glimmers of hope and then just snatching it away. I mean, the ultimate heartbreak.
Yeah. Nightmare for him out there.
Oh, I feel for him now. I'm starting to feel for him. That's 8 frames in a row for Dan Richards. 10-3 ahead.
Started off, went 1-0 up.
And if there was one frame that really Carl should have won, it was that one.
Certainly was that one, yeah.
But tough for him out there now. Really tough. He's got to grind. He's got to work very hard. He's just got to take it one frame at a time. Has got a red in.
And a yellow.
And he has a big split.
Ooh, can you see that yellow into the center if he can? Well, them yellows are tied up a little bit down the bottom now. Maybe reds are looking the nicer colour. Can you see it, an easy red? Not really. Big long plant down the bottom. Is he going for that? Over this plant. Oh, he's gone in the middle. Yeah, it was tight that. If you leave down a red, and you have left down a red, this one down into the bottom. Devilio.
I think Dan's really punishing him now. He had his foot on his neck and now he's just applying a bit more pressure. He took everything Carl had at the start, absorbed it. Kangaroo was jumping around. He just started to play little nasty shots to nothing, his snookers, and he was playing them early. Round Carl down early, and then he put his foot on the accelerator. Dish, reverse dish. He hasn't missed a pot like this pretty much all tournament. So solid.
Probably your favourite band back in the day, were they? The So Solid crew?
Probably not. They did 21 seconds ago, I think. Once, and the way this match is going, could be over in 21 seconds at this rate. However, a little awkward. You could got this in the devil's bag, but the white's going to be smashing into that cluster of yellows and black on the right hand side.
Look at it, if he doesn't play it with too much pace, then he should leave himself the one into the left centre. So, providing the devil doesn't come anywhere near this pocket and miss it. Oh, he's played it well, he's potted, yeah.
And he's
okay.
left. I just thought the black might be pottable, but we can see from this angle,
certainly not.
It is not pottable, so...
And the only shot that is on is the cocked hat double. Black off the right cushion, bottom cushion, left cushion in the centre. It's on.
What is a cocked hat double?
Cocked hat double is like 3 cushions in the middle bag, or you can yeah, that's the one there. Yeah. I think it's close to on. Just got to leave himself pretty much where that red is, or even just push the yellow more onto the cushion.
These middle bags, you can't really hammer them in, or you could screw back and develop. So, look at that.
He didn't want to pop there.
Interesting. Such a clever player, Dan. Just calculate. It's okay. If I pot this, then I'll have to play the black, which opens that bag up. So
he wants Carl to do something.
He's leaving it there. I mean, clever player. Waits for his opportunities if he can. Calculated that, well, Carl's not going to clear up from here. I think Dan would really piss me off if I was playing him.
This is what I said before, that I think Dan is playing very smart.
Look at that. Nice bit the red close to the black.
Calculate game of chess.
Much easier way. I learn a lot from watching Dan, I have to say.
Good pot. Where's the white ball? He's okay. He's made that a little bit easier for Dan. He doesn't want to miss this pot, guys, because if you miss this pot, then you leave down the angle. And
well, get out of there. Get out. Why is he only coming for the kangaroo? The devil does not like the kangaroo.
Well, I said he's left
he
this
can
to
nip
Dan.
the yellow. Oh, he hasn't got it. Can the kangaroo do anything? Get out. Can the kangaroo get out? Can he do anything? Is there a potential skill shot at some point?
Something, he's played it with pace. There's the skill shot. Oh, he's unlucky with that, isn't he? Oh, guys.
No. Oh, no. It's just, I mean, it's going to get more and more frustrating. Carl, I can feel it from him. I'm in the next room, but I can feel his frustration at the moment. I mean, what can he do here?
I mean, he feels a little bit like this at the moment, doesn't he?
There's no need for that now. Don't overuse it. Stu always is very careful how often he uses a devil's bag.
Aye. That's why every stream's different. I mess up the tech the most.
Can he tap this onto the bottom cushion with a little bit of right hand side and come back behind that yellow?
He's definitely got a chance. If he just plays the white up the table, he's pushing the yellow somewhere close to the black, and then probably blocking off another angle for the yellow. And as long as he leaves the white ball somewhere near the top left corner, he should be okay. I mean,
he's playing the shot I said.
That will do.
That was my shot. Yeah. I'm taking the credit.
Yeah, fair play. I like that. A lot of time for that.
I'm taking the credit for that one. Just had to get that right. A millimeter down. He's in trouble, and I think the knuckle's in the way for the double across for Dan. He's too close to the yellow. The only part of the bottom cushion I think he can hit's not going to allow him to hit the red, so that is tricky.
He can use the left knuckle. In 1, 2, 3, 4 cushions. I don't think he can get this from this angle. Be impressive, but nope. White ball. D. Flying into that middle pocket.
I mean, when you look at it, that would have been a 1, 2. I can't see where that white would have went.
So you're looking 1, 2, 3, 4, and then potentially. Looking for just below the bottom pocket.
Almost a perfect snooker there from the Kangaroo, but he's still got incredibly hard clearance here with the yellows. What does he do here? What does he do in his first shot? Can he get these 2 yellows out in one? And get the red out. Oh well. I think he may have to be forced to play another snooker here.
I would, yeah, I certainly would. He's not. He's going to play this with pace and try and get these yellows into a different dimension.
That was a shot. Well, he can play the snooker now.
Yeah.
I mean, the black covers the one across the table. Yeah, that's what he's thinking.
Not a bad choice, that. Lovely shot. Not seeing this side from Carl.
Good to see it. Good to see it from the Kangaroo. He's not giving up.
No.
Good to see he is not giving up. So, 1, 2.
Yeah,
cushions.
2 cushions. Yeah, somewhere close to that top corner.
Hard to get the right angle with these shots. I hit the black. Oh, if I had to put the red in. Hello, Mark. That's my younger brother there. Talented pool player himself. Mark McCambridge.
Hello, Mark. How you doing, sir?
2 shots here. What do you do, Jacob? Do you try and get both yellows out and pop the red at the same time? Is that even possible?
Hard from here.
Still.
You've got to try and get the one of the yellows into the red. Pop the red. Cover the black and then maybe make some sort of safe shot, but you pop the red directly.
Playing a plant.
I'm not sure. This could go anywhere.
Hit the plant.
Black tied up.
The black is tied up. You can take this. And is there any value trying to take this into the top left?
No, don't
No
pot
real
it.
need to pot.
Skim off it thin. That'll do. Push it towards the pocket.
Yeah, interesting. We have not seen this real hard side tactical play by the Kangaroo. When you play this kind of game against Dan, I would put my money on Dan all day. However, he's done a great job.
Played that well.
No girls in the tournament left yet, Mark, but we do have many females play in our MRC flyer events.
We certainly do. We've had one female in this tournament.
So what was her name?
Laura Jones.
Laura Jones was in here. She was playing earlier.
He's going into the double with pace.
Oh no!
And I tell you why he's played it with pace. He wanted a safe white. That's not too bad.
Got a little nudge on the black there, which is
Element of safety there.
stop the pot.
Stop the rock.
Again, Dan always plays the right shot.
That on the cushion there. That's touching the cushion, and it means the white ball will have to make contact with the cushion. Otherwise, it's a foul. It's tough to play.
Very delicate, very delicate. Played it well.
Played it well. Played it well. Very well. The one cushion escape artist. They gets the hit though.
Gets the hit and covers the bag.
Yeah, I've attempted to roll the yellow towards the black. Lucrum on the bottom cushion. Rather send the white ball. It's equally as good. If there's a gap though.
Longest frame of the match. This has been. Kick.
This feels like a sausage fest here. I mean, sausage fest.
Had a bit of sausage in my pizza.
Sausage fest, mossage fest, you know, that sort of thing.
Tell me, is that 2 shots?
Not 2 shots because it was a total snooker.
Had it not been, I think the black was on the cushion. The white didn't hit a cushion afterwards. But being a total, he just needed to hit it.
Yeah, any contact.
This is tricky now because that black cuts into the bottom right bag.
It's a bit unsure. He's just looking to leave the white ball somewhere on the right cushion, I think. Up to 10 likes in the stream now, guys. If you want to do us a favour and like the stream. Okay. That's what he was looking at. Looking to get that yellow out. So a lot of tactics coming here from Dan.
He's done it well as well. I mean, Dan, from Carl, I mean, but Dan
Oh my God.
Dan is not a player.
Dan's going to bang that. This is going with pace into the top left corner. With pace.
I was going to say, Dan's not the player I want to get involved in these tactical battles with, but
No, he's not.
we'll leave it over the bag. Safe-ish black again. This frame has got legs in it yet.
Dan showing us his his finest sissy squat there as he as the back rolled onto the cushion. You can't see it in the... He's just poked through. Lovely little squat there in him.
Actually, another good shot by Carl.
Dan can see an edge. It's fairly close. I think this cross doubles. I think it's close to an off at the same time, but
Not enough power on it to cross double. Element of safety with the safe white. But you got to hand it to Carl. He's lost the last 8 frames, and he is battling like hell.
Yeah, well,
in this frame.
is. Professional in commentary, because I mean, we do this for
Great pot by the Kangaroo, but where's the white going?
No!
Into the devil's bag! The devil has been Carl's curse all match. He's been Dan's friend, but he's been horrific to the Kangaroo. What has the devil got against the Kangaroo tonight?
This is all you're doing, as you know. Oh, guys.
Oh, that's horrible.
We're going to switch out for a lovely little...
It's 9 frames in a row.
Check these
for
out.
Dan.
You can get these. You can buy these. We just put a big order in today. We're going to have like millions of people walking around with these on, guys. They're just... They make you sleep well. They make you stronger. They make you faster. Take a look. More flexible. Take a look. I swear the devil looks like Ian Rush.
That's a great shot, actually. That is a good
You
shot.
like that, do you?
It does look like Ian Rush.
You like that, do you? Yeah, you like that.
Ian Rush, remember
Yeah,
it?
why'd you like that? Well, because it's you.
No, because it does look
you
like
like
Ian
that.
Rush. It is Liverpool striker, Welsh striker. Is he Liverpool's record goal scorer? Has he been overtaken?
The devil looks like Paul. You don't know how you feel about that. Well, look. Yeah, it was an AI image that we've made of Paul, and he is we have put horns on the top of him. Just a bit of fun.
Speaking of professional, Mark, we're getting close to being able to monetize the stream. You need on YouTube to get a certain amount of viewing hours. We are getting very close to that with the streams we've been putting on.
Oh no!
If that's the case,
Paul, we've lost it. Ah, it's back.
we're back.
Ah,
If
little
that's the
technical
case,
hitch.
we can do a lot more tricks with the stream. So that's our aim.
Don't need to mention the Scousers.
Fair enough, Leroy. Not a big Liverpool fan is the Leroy. Yeah, Ian Rush, fantastic striker.
Leroy's a big England fan, mind.
Fortunately, again, for the Kangaroo, Dan is in control of this frame. He's got the top left bag covered at the moment, but has he got an angle or option to get him behind?
Top red goes, but he's not left himself on it. He's come up too high, so he's... Oh, this will be a nice shot. Off the cushion, off the yellow and in. Oh, that's nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. You guys want mods?
We are the mods. We are the mods. We are the mods. Well, thankfully, the people in the chat have been very kind.
Yeah? How so?
Well, they haven't been overly rude. I mean, ultimately, the bigger you get with streams, you're going to get people who come into the stream and say, Jim, and having a stream chat moderator. Oh, he's tried to develop the red there, has missed it.
Oh, but he has.
But-
If he once had to bounce a little bit to give himself... This red goes.
No need for mods just yet, Mark, but it's something we will acquire. But
We do actually have a moderator that comes, it's not quite got it, that pops up and says that when somebody's subscribed and stuff like that. But
if it gets to a point where people are abusive or saying things they shouldn't,
oh, yes.
then that would have to occur at some point. But so far, great viewers.
Yeah, we'll start sticking our
Good
elbows
comments.
down if people get...
We got Leroy in the chat. Leroy, MMA fighter. Not someone you want to mess with.
No, I wouldn't fight Leroy. Someone tried here the other day in the gym.
Really?
Yeah, Grew. Yeah, I fancied a little bit of a boxing match with him because Grew had a little bit of a punch up with Shane the day before and got the better of him. So Grew fancied himself. I had a little go with Leroy and then quite quickly submitted, as you do. But yeah, I mean, you'll take him on. I reckon.
Well, he taught me his best trick. That was Leroy's mistake. Yeah. The old wrist grab.
Oh my god, that's incredible. That. I believe Luke is gone home. He was here.
He's watching the boxing. Leroy, by the way, if you're still there, what time does the boxing fight start tonight?
The card would have started at beyond now, but 10 o'clock, I think. I heard somewhere.
What time is Joshua fighting Ngannou, and who's going to win that match?
We
haven't mentioned this frame once yet, Jacob. We should probably see what's going on here, because the Kangaroo... Yeah. Oh, devil!
I'm not going to get there.
Devil again on the Kango. Been 9 frames in a row for Dan Richards. Can Carl get another frame in this match? I mean, that's where we're at now. I think the match is over. Can he get another frame?
A couple of consolation frames.
Just if you're joining us, Carl was 3-2 ahead.
Yeah.
Game. He has made the last couple of frames harder for Dan to win. He's definitely not giving up. He's changed his gameplay a little bit. He's grinding out there.
Got a lot of respect for that.
But unfortunately, Dan Richards is probably one of the best grinders in the game.
Curtis Lee, but his nickname is the Grinder.
Curtis Lee is an incredible grinder. His time on every shot, always seems to play the right shot. I mean, when I watch Curtis Lee playing, kind of look at, I mean, you watch someone that I would watch a lot, like Dave Morgan. You look at Dave Morgan, he's such flow, he can do so much with the cue ball, and you think, what a player Dave Morgan is. Then when you compare him with Curtis Lee, it's like, when I watched Curtis, it was
simple.
I can do that.
Yeah,
it looks so easy. But he left every shot simple. He took his time, but the cue ball control he's got to be able to do that and make the game look simple, which is not a simple game.
No.
Just shows how talented he is. He doesn't need to play the swaz, but if he does, he can certainly play it, but he just never needs to be in that position. Internet saying AJ versus Francis fight will be 11-20. Oh, Leroy's predicting what would be a shock, I would imagine.
Yeah, it would be, but I mean...
Is that because Leroy is...
2-1 maybe? Go in? Oh, he's snookered.
Oh, no!
These little differences.
Is that just because Leroy's got an MMA background? He's got a boxing background, so there shouldn't really be any bias there.
No, I think he's right.
Big prediction from Leroy.
Francis will probably be just a little bit too much for... I don't know.
Surely Joshua's going to batter him. Another bit of dirt here.
He's left the gap.
But the gap's there.
It's there. Potable. Carl would have taken this out against Mark.
Yep, this is the sort of shot where you've seen him spring up after he rattles it in with a bit of screw back as well.
Watch him jump.
Can we see?
Whoa,
there's the jump!
Up. Oh!
But he has been ground down too much. I mean, the black is covered into the devil's bag as a half consolation, but of course it goes into the bottom right.
Not going to be.
Speaking of Rocky, Mark, you may have seen that Carl Weathers sadly died recently. Apollo Creed. Great athlete was Carl Weathers. Apollo Creed, one of my favourite characters in movies, never mind just the Rocky films.
Dan's going to try and leave a safe white here and snooker him as well at the same time. Oh, okay, no, he's just missed that by a mile.
Oh! Well, that was a snatchy one by Dan. So, finally, I don't want to even say it, but surely the Kangaroo's going to take this frame.
He's got to get a frame here,
surely. I mean, I would fancy myself from here. Surely
Let's see how much you fancy yourself, Paul. Oh, it's white. It's
no! I can't believe I cursed him. I feel
that was you.
I feel a bit guilty.
That was you.
I really feel bad. You know what? Just before I hit that shot, I was thinking, you know what? I'd probably play that red first to leave it super easy to get onto the black.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just thought it too late.
Yeah.
Hang on.
No,
he's
come
got
back.
a nice little clean bounce.
Yeah. He's got a little angle to get the white away from the cushion as well.
Oh no! It's just every frame where he's had that little glimmer, Dan has taken it off him, And it's 12-3 to Dan. He's completely running away with this match. He's won the last, what is it, that's 10 frames in a row. 10 frames in a row for Dan Richards. I think if he wins one more, just to be a stato, that 11 frames in a row, that's a record on the King of the Hill. I mean, we did have a 10-0 with Nick Smith's first round match. He lost to Nathan Davis, but 11 frames in a row, I'm pretty sure, has not happened. So Dan is on for a little bit of MRC King of the Hill history here. He takes this frame.
He's defeated out there now, guys. You can see it in him. You just want to get some frames on the board so it doesn't look so bad for him. Guys, every like that we get from here is going to be a frame that Carl is going to win. So get the likes in. Let's see if we can...
We all need to help Carl out.
Get 12 likes in, guys. Let's give it to him.
We all need to help Carl out.
Come on.
Every like...
In unison, guys. Let's go.
Carl.
Let's go.
Carl has just come into the commentary box and he said if we can get up to 20 likes, he's going to win a frame.
Unless, obviously, Dan doesn't give him a shot, but...
No, he said even
Really?
if that was the case.
Okay.
He needs to get up to the 20 like mark. Still
Okay,
you can
it's
still spot it.
falling okay for him. I mean,
Come on, Dan, give him a frame.
Dan, stop.
Dan,
Come on. For goodness sake.
we were all looking for whenever it was 2-0 to Carl. 2-0 to Carl Sandy. Remember those days?
Yeah.
2-0 to you were getting
You were
excited.
getting excited. No, you were.
I
You
was
were way
relaxed.
more excited than I was.
I
100%.
thought it's going to happen again.
Yeah, you said 100% Carl wins this.
Well, I mean, let's just remind ourselves. Carl's last match was the King of the Hill match of the tournament. With Mark Davis.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Just
Incredible
for
match.
that round, at least, it was.
I mean, Dan was in a great match himself to knock out the King of the Hill champion, the Cucumber. But I think it was just the unexpected win and the way Carl did it. You know, so many fans. He loved his Kangaroo style.
Yeah.
There's an example of it, but unfortunately for tonight, the famous Kangaroo style is not helping him.
Too many unforced errors here, and Dan can see the yellow in the bottom right.
But when you talk about momentum, that's it. I mean, he's just lost so many hard frames that, you know, that's what I felt when I missed it.
Oh, the black! Oh my god!
Whenever Nick Smith was coming back against me, it was hard. Like there was more pressure on every shot. It's getting hard to pot things. I think that is in Carl's mind at the minute.
Oh, for sure. This will be draining for Carl.
Even simple things are hard, but you've got to give him credit. He's really battled hard in the last few frames, just not gone his way.
Yeah. Credit where credit is due. The old Mountain Dew.
Bit of top swaz from Carl there. Who's the most famous athlete you've met?
The most famous athlete that I've met. Another miss there from Carl. Famous athlete that I've met.
I met Norman Whiteside once in the 80s. Former Manchester United Northern Ireland player.
Oh.
Like I said myself, quite sure
Cambridge.
I am a famous athlete. Leroy says himself. Paul Swaz of famous athletes coming out in the chat. Paul McCambridge, Leroy Smith.
I'm going to go for Shane Lewis. Yes! David Hammond! Oh, he's passed his guys. James Jammo Morris, you're all coming out the woodwork. Jake Stedman, you never said anything in this stream, and that's the first thing you said. Fantastic. Guys, that's 13-3.
13-3. It's getting hard to find any sort of hope.
We'll see you in a sec.
Trying hard.
We'll see you in a sec, guys. I mean, we've only had one like, so...
Well, that's why he didn't win the frame. You need 6 more. If you get 6 more, it's guaranteed.
Guys, he will
the
come
Kangaroo.
back.
I think it's I think is it 12-3 or 13-3? I thought it was 13-3.
It's 13-3. They haven't updated the scores. Maybe not quite sure.
Should we tell him?
We'll tell him in a sec. Maybe we should just leave it go and just let it run a little bit more.
Dan's not the sort of player. He knows. I was going to say he's not the sort of player I would expect.
Oh, sorry, Keno. Sorry, Keno.
Exactly.
Better update my score.
It annoys me when players update their
So
score
boring.
whenever they win the frame.
So
But
boring.
of course. But I kind of like doing it myself. Always give a little
feels
look
good,
at them.
doesn't it?
Push,
Feels
the,
good.
push the arrow.
Yes. Us.
We have to do it.
Have a dry break there, guys.
Our uncle was friends with George Best way before he became famous. Apparently, lived in the same street, Craigie Estate, I believe.
Go.
George Best's family was from.
I'm related to Trevor Bayliss. He was an acrobat and some sort of gymnast type person, but he was also the inventor of the wind-up radio.
Up to 15 likes, so they're
getting
trying to get Carl his frame. Carl has said if we can get to 20 likes, he's guaranteeing us a frame. Maybe that 15th might be enough to get him this back double.
Double.
Yeah, see, that's what happens.
Guys,
we need a
help
few
him out.
more though.
Couple more likes.
That extra like got him the back double.
He's gonna miss this shot now just because he hasn't had any more likes, but it's okay.
Happens. Devil's bag again. Makes an appearance.
Brutal for him there today.
He's not going to want the Devil's t-shirt.
No, he's not. He's not even going to have his Kangaroo Carl t-shirt anymore. He's thrown in the towel. Never coming back, is he?
Well, never know.
He'd be back.
You never know. If they can get one frame, then, maybe 2 frames. Dan relaxes a bit. He's got a big lead. Then 3 frames, 13-6, and then maybe gets a couple of dishes, 13-7, 13-8, and that's like 5 frames. You never know. And then he's Little Black accidentally potted by Dan Richards, 13-9. Then Dan thinks, okay, it's time to sort it out, but he goes in off.
Yeah.
Black and White, 13-10. Pressure's on. Kangaroo starts to turn it on, 13-11. Big dirty break dish from nowhere, 13-12. Then Dan really turns it on. It's 14-12.
And he goes in off in the black.
Oh no, it's not 14-12. It's 13-0.
Oh my God.
That could still
Guys,
happen.
it can happen. It can happen. Just settle down, yeah?
It could still happen.
Settle down. Get the likes in.
And he's Reds.
Sit back and relax.
Covering that bag, so lots of work to do for Dan
Carl
Richards.
knows what he's doing.
Up to the old 16 likes, so we're getting closer, but
back down to 15
still
there.
not enough. That's
Toying with us.
Nobody wants Carl to get a frame. This is a Kangaroo. He's been a story of the tournament. We need to help him.
He's been the man.
Say our prayers.
Thin cut. He's looking to pop the red over the bottom left corner as well with this shot. Oh, what a shot.
You scoundrel.
Oh, you dirty
scoundrel.
Dirty man. Like, even when Carl's not at the table, that pocket is still cursing him. This goes into the top pocket. Ooh, not like that, don't, mate. Steady on. Open up the reds.
Okay, a chance here for Kangle.
This is the chance that we were just talking about. And like you just said... Sorry, went to like... No problem, Gru. No problem at all. Leroy, there was your opponent, your boxing opponent the other day. Be sure to follow each other, become great friends. Gru loves chess, you love boxing, he loves boxing. You can do chess, boxing, everything's great, and you have fun. Yay!
Kangaroo style there. They say whenever 2 men, this is what the Irish travellers often do, they have a little fight with each other and then they become great friends after resolve their differences. Maybe that's what grew it. And the Leroy did. This is a chance.
There we go, you adopted him.
Like you and I adopted Brian Hammond and Nick Bousson.
Oh, yes.
In a Scotch doubles match not too long ago.
Yeah, 10-0. Good fun, that.
Can he get on these 2 reds?
Yeah, he can pop this and get the white ball back out to leave the red into the top right. It's not easy.
I mean, or is he? Yeah, he is going to try that shot.
Getting down for the black after is going to be...
Just gentle push through, doesn't want to go too hard unless he wants to come back around the yellow, which he did do.
Well, I mean...
So here we go, a chance for the Kangaroo to finally get one. He's done it in style as he snookered himself.
Oh, no.
No, he's okay, he's on it.
He's on it.
Kangaroo,
Guys,
the comeback starts here.
Get the likes in.
The comeback is started.
Flood them in now. Help him out. What a clearance this is.
11 frames in a row for Dan.
This is a turning point.
11 frames in a row. But we speak about momentum. The momentum has shifted. It's 13-4. It's game on. We thought it was all over.
Guys, it was a massive fist bump from Carl. And actually, I think he ran over and headbutted Dan in excitement. It was all in jest. The boys are okay. What a match.
Needs a few more headbutts. Not that we would condone that sort of thing in a pole match.
Nah, we just.
But if you can just keep Dan away from the hill, if you can keep him away from that 14th hill frame. We predict. We said 13-4, 13-5, 13-6. These things happen. 13-7. Black goes in. 13-8, 13-9, 13-10, 13-11. Thank you very much.
Turned a bit Scottish for a second there. I don't know.
Well, I've got Ulster Scot accent. Is that triangle? Is it just my eyes?
Pissed, mate. That triangle is pissed. That triangle's pissed and
Just
leaning to the left.
Slight slant to the left there, but
Watch this red go flying into this bottom right corner now.
Is this the tactical change from Mr. Kangaroo? That's a little bit excited. The comeback
Oh, hell of a
of
twist.
comebacks.
Hell of a twist.
The greatest comeback in sports history has just started
Aye.
with a dry break.
Oh, God. So many breaks.
And it's a big old split. You take here, both of them look okay. Yellows maybe for me, but what do you say? I think he's taking the reds.
Choice, yeah, reds or yellows, I think. That red goes into the middle, so he's landed on it now, maybe. No. Yeah, I quite fancy Dan to take these out now. If you pop this one into the bottom right now, screw back, maybe between the gap of the red and the yellow above the white ball now. Up through the gap there instead, up the table. Yeah, don't blame him, work your way back down. Back the cameraman. Guys, get your votes in the poll now. Should we sack the cameraman?
Real cameraman keeps himself nice and still the whole way through the match.
Yeah, we've actually got a bloke. So what he's talking about, guys, is the camera that you're currently viewing. We pay somebody to stand there to hold, because apparently he's the best in the world at holding cameras still. So he holds it there for us. And Zach is saying that there's a little bit of camera shake tonight, so we're just wondering whether we should get rid of him or not. Either that, or he's talking about me and my camera switching skill.
Speaking of which, reverse dish on here. Dan Richards, we just had a little bit of hope that the Kangaroo
Got to play it with pace.
was coming back into this match. But, what sort of spin did he put on that?
Bit of bottom left. Spin my head around and play that shot.
Well, pure class from Dan Richards.
Masterclass here, guys.
And this is going to take him to the hell, and the king of the hell. 14-4. The resurgence of the Kangaroo has been quickly stopped. He's one frame away from the semi-finals. Dan Richards with a very impressive, dominant performance tonight. Going to the king of the hill. Can he beat the likes of Drew Hughes, Nathan Davis,
Ed Lewis, Matt
Curtis
Davis,
Lee?
Curtis Lee.
Can he compete with those big
Justin
boys?
Wait. Wow. That triangle looks a little bit straighter to me.
I'm going to ask you for a prediction on the
15-4.
Curtis Lee, Dave Morgan match.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to call for me. And the winner of this match is totally random. Every round is a random draw, so the players don't know who they're getting next.
We'll put Dan into the semi-finals this tournament, the King of the Hill annual tournament. £500 to the winner. So Dan is playing for big money now. It's getting serious. If he's in the semi, doesn't matter what the talent's like in there, he's got to fancy himself for a chance of life-changing amount of money.
At least for a month, anyway.
500 bad boys. That'd feed me for a year. Enough bread, beans.
I'm gonna say like
pot noodles,
cheap beans,
some spam.
Cutting it into the right middle, off the red. Not to be.
They relax now, Dan. I mean, he's going to have worst case scenario. 11 chances to win this match.
You can pop this one, the middle red of the three there, into the devil's pocket and maybe head down towards that red. I don't think the red passes the yellow into the bottom right, so maybe it does. And he's down quickly playing it, so it goes.
Almost a month of car insurance. What age is Kangaroo? That's pretty expensive car insurance. Either you're like me and you've crashed too many times, or a young male driver.
Just a young male driver. I was talking about him the other day. Oh, he snookered himself. Oh no, I think he's just come enough. Oh, he's tight in it, Paul.
I think he can pot it.
Tough. He's playing it with a little bit of swaz. Oh, he's come around the back of it. You couldn't come around the back of it again, and where's it gone? Just burrowed himself down in that hole.
Is that the last shot
he's going to play
of this year's King of the Hill for the Kangaroo, the fan favourite? He thrilled us all throughout this tournament.
It's just Dan just showing there. Look, guys, look how close. Look how close that white ball is. You can't see it because the replay, but just showing him. Look, how did you get the white ball through there, mate? Like, that is so tight.
Could be his last shot.
Believe it. Probably could be. Well, Dan has been playing into a much easier position, and this is pretty much bread and butter now for Dan.
And 2 balls away. The semi-final.
Find that funny?
No, just coughing away. Semi-final of the King of the Hill.
This is the end, guys.
Putting himself in.
Are we going to see the devil for Dan?
This time, not this time, not in this match.
Pop this through off the bottom cushion. Self nice and easy on this one. Perfect. Doesn't have to do anything with the white. Just roll this in, get the pot, and you leave yourself.
No, oh! It's not there.
You just roll it in, surely.
It is not there. He tried to screw back to leave the simple black.
Wow.
But there is a double.
Mistake.
Potentially at least cover the bag and keep this match going a little longer.
I don't think the double's on, Paul. The black's in the way, and even if you do, you're pushing the white ball up the table. I think clip the other side and snooker your opponent. Maybe try and use the red to block the up and down.
Going behind the black.
There you go.
It's worked well.
Doesn't block the up and down, but I mean, any sort of hit Dan gets on this pushes it towards a pocket, and it's just another problem that Carl's got to solve. And that's perfect. That could be in. 2 cushions. That could be in. Oh, wow. And there it is. It's over the bag. Waiting.
Still alive. If you're still alive, there's still hope. Kangaroo style!
Oh, he's snookered.
It's in!
Oh,
it's in!
Wow!
He's still alive!
The black goes! Does the black go?
He's still alive!
I don't know if the black goes in there, Paul.
Black doesn't go in there.
I don't know.
The black doesn't go in there, but he's still alive.
Beautiful shot. Hell of a fluke.
I still believe in Carl the Kangaroo Sanders. He can still win this match.
Not sure if it passes. Doesn't like it.
No, there's no way that passes.
Oh, he's gone for the double. Hits the knuckle just below. Snookers him. Red finds its way in. Oh.
Not an easy snooker. You have to roll up to that yellow, not pot it. Block the up and down as well. I mean, what does he do here?
I think it might squeeze past, but I also I don't think it does. I don't know.
He's turned his back on the table.
Doesn't like it.
He's just not really sure what to do here.
Last shot. Again. Double. He's going for the big double. He's going for the big double. He's going for the big double. It's a triple. Oh, the white ball's gone in. Oh, that is the end, guys. It's got to be.
This is the end. My only friend.
You've got to hand it to Carl. He's just gone for it at the end there. And he's played fantastic. Dan playing the plant.
Been great to watch as the Kangaroo. Little 2-1. This could go wrong if it hits it thin. Okay.
Guys. Could have been something more that match, but wasn't to be. And
well played, Dan Richards.
Dan takes it. We'll go and grab the players now.
Our first semi-finalist in this year's King of the Hill tournament, Dan the Man Richards, with a dominant and impressive performance over the fan favourite Carl the Kangaroo Sanders. See if we can grab these players. We're just getting Carl in.
Right. Self.
Have a seat, Carl. Get him in there.
Thank you, mate.
He's been the story of the tournament. Carl, the Kangaroo Sanders. Unfortunately, just not your night tonight, Carl.
I couldn't get going, to be fair, mate, no. But to be fair to him, he played really well, didn't he? Got some great balls.
Dan is a hard player to beat. He always has an element of safety even when he misses a shot. But
You can tell the difference in standard.
I was sad. I'm sad to see you out of this year's tournament.
I'll try again, though.
You
Might
are
improve by next year, hopefully with a bit of luck.
awesome. You are my favourite player. I love your style. But great that you're going to be back. We thought after that match, is Carl going to come back? But the fans were demanding.
I will come back, mate,
The fans demand you
I
back.
played right for the first 3 or 4 games, and after that, mate, I just missed. That's the fair play. He put on some great balls. He had like 3 dishes before something. Yeah,
3 dishes. And he's a hard player.
Yeah, he's a good player. Fair play to him.
But Carl,
thank you very much.
great stuff. You've
Enjoyed
been the man of the tournament for me, and enjoy your trip home. And we hope to see you back next year.
So I couldn't have done better.
Kangaroo.
Kept it going for longer with you.
Great man.
Thank you.
Carl, there we have it. He's going to be back. The Kangaroo will be back. But what a story Carl has been. He gave us the match of the round in the last round against Mark Davis, but we're just going to get Dan the Man Richards with a dominant performance tonight. Showcase brilliant. He struggled.
Struggled early on.
That was class. How did you find your performance tonight, Dan?
Yeah, once I got going, it was decent, to be fair. A few errors, but you're going to get that in a long race, aren't you?
So you are now into the semi-finals
Yes.
of the King of the Hill. £500.
500
For,
times.
was that on your mind at all? Any point?
No, I just want to get to the semis and pro.
Well, I think there's only pros left now. There's pros. Are you a pro? Can you
No.
beat these pros?
I'll give it a good go.
I mean, I was asking Jacob during the match. Can Dan beat these really top professional players in Wales? And we think you can.
It takes some doing, won't it?
It'll take some doing, but if anybody can do it, you can do it. Our first semi-finalist here in the King of the Hill. What I like about you, Dan, not only are you an attractive man and you play some great shots, but whenever you play like a double or something, a really hard shot, you always leave the white in a really tough position for your opponent. You're a very, very clever player.
Tactical.
I mean, I was writing down notes. I'm thinking I can learn so much from this man. But you know, anybody watching, I mean, this is a man to learn how to play pole from. We know it. We know it. But yeah, I wish you all the best of luck for
Cheers.
your semi-final game. We look
Cheers,
forward to seeing
Paul.
you back next month, and
Yes.
we'll get the draw out whenever those quarterfinals are complete. But our first semi-finalist, Dan, the man, the cucumber slayer, the kangaroo slayer, Dan Richards.
Bring it on.
Let's go. Well done, mate.
Cheers,
Well done.
boys.
Well played.
Tables are awesome, man.
I think you caught it now as it's gone past the new stage, and now it's just really good.
Humble, saying he's not sure he's someone to learn from. I mean, he could write a book on
Certainly.
how to play the right shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, another stream. It was a one-sided one tonight, but
Yeah.
that's the way it goes sometimes.
It certainly is, but exciting matches coming up. Let's just take a little peek over, guys, because I know that let me just flick over there a second so we don't get all sorts of different pages up, but some of the other matches that are going to be played tomorrow. We've got Ed Lewis, the mighty Ed Lewis, top quality, been playing for years, and I mean years, and got to semi-finals of the World Championships in the singles, and just top quality bloke, you know.
So
playing.
is he a pro?
No, he's not, but he's not, but good enough to beat pros. And talking of pros, he'd be playing against Matt Davis, an IPA pro. So that is going to be an absolute stinker of a match. That's going to be on at 2 p.m. So
2 p.m. tomorrow. Any predictions for that one?
yeah, hell.
We got the prediction, a hell prediction for tomorrow. What a match that should be. Two very fine players. Looking forward to that one. 2 p.m. See you guys there tomorrow.